Hi, remember that time when I said I was gonna do a Q&A, and it was super cool? Well, guess what? I'm doing that now. Oh! Sunshine the Ma asks, of all the non-Enchantero monsters you've made, which one is your favorite? Pretty interesting question, but if I had to answer, I honestly don't know. It might be a monster from a class I haven't even released yet. Can you tell I've never really thought about it this way? AJ Ziggy asks, what is, in your opinion, the best monster? It can be real or fan-made. Well, my favorite, official monster is, in case it wasn't obvious, Souza. I pretty much based my entire channel around it from the beginning. I just think it is absolutely adorable. It's almost never had a bad sound on the islands it's on.
We don't talk about Light Island.
What I find especially funny is that I don't even like Pom Pom or Hula or really any of the other Pomely members. Ruba's fine, I guess. I just like Souza. Also, I really don't like choosing favorites in context of fan-made monsters because there's just so many. Yeah. DEYT asks, what's your favorite and least favorite Earth Island monster, and why? Now, without a doubt in my mind, I can confidently say that Quarster is definitely my favorite, and probably one of my favorite monsters in MSM, period. I think it consistently has one of the best sounds on every island it's on. Even on the likes of Tribal Island, where its sound is completely different, it still sounds really good. But my least favorite?
This bitch.
Sycamore asks, what are your thoughts on the new Pokemon games? If you're referring to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I'm assuming you are, it's pretty interesting. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that I think could be pretty cool, but there's also a lot of things that I kind of just question, and I wonder why. Pokemon as a franchise has really fallen off in recent years. Legends Arceus was great, but besides that, it's been hard. Sada's pretty hot, though. Oxy the Axolotl asks, what is your favorite video game and favorite vegetable? Also, do you like Brazilians? The video game OST question is very interesting because it's like a three-way tie between Mad Rat Dead, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and Cuphead. Sorry about that. The thing about the vegetables is that there's a lot of technicalities to what is and isn't a vegetable. So I'm just gonna say, in general, vegetables for this context are all leafy greens. And if that's the case, probably spinach. And, yeah, I like Brazilians. You guys are pretty cool. Requelm asks, okay, so Jess, did you steal my bananas? And what was your biggest inspiration to make content? Yes, I did steal your entire supply of bananas, and I hope you enjoy starving to death. One of the first YouTubers I got truly attached to as a fetus was Chugga Conroy, and I think he plays a big role in my interest in YouTube creation as a whole. But another major inspiration for me, especially when it came to making music and my interests in music, was Strimes. His old stupid what-ifs for, like, Cave Island and stuff really inspired me to push myself to do music and make MSM-type content. George the Voltbox asks, are you still a Souza? Long story short, no. I don't think I ever really wanted to be that. It's just, it was part of a brand that I don't like anymore. I don't know, I just felt like having a monster Sona would help me fit in the MSM community better. And now I'm just kind of tired of it, you know? I want to change my identity a bit. I'm not exactly even have like a base body. I've been using this guy, we're gonna call him Jess, but he's pretty much gonna replace Luna. Luna's still gonna be an OC, but her time as the mascot is up. Honestly, thank you for asking this. I've been wanting to talk about this for a bit. Dan Bulbo MSM asks, how are the dogs? I'll let these pictures answer for me. Remix Mage asks, who's D's? Griffin the Elanker MSM asks, favorite fan-made island? Do I need to explain myself? Royal MSM asks, what islands, natural or outer, and lore do you have in store for us? This is a pretty interesting question, because there is a lot of stuff I have planned, but I'm not sure how, when, or where I'm going to be getting to it. First of all, obviously, the last two Enjantaro Islands. One new class in development. I'm planning on bringing back the non-censors in some capacity. The Spooksters from Monstrous Mansion may be returning for their anniversary/Halloween special. So yeah, I have a lot planned. As for lore, I don't really want to reveal anything too crazy yet. But if you guys read the bios for the Nebulake Netherworld individuals, you'll probably get everything you'll need to know unless you have already, and if that's the case, based. Vinib asks, personal opinion on capybaras, also what is your favorite US state? Capybaras are the best thing conceived by God, and I haven't been to too many states, or at least haven't been in any long enough to gain, like, a proper opinion. Currently I live in Tennessee, and it's pretty nice here. Handy Amandy asks, what's your favorite song? I honestly have no idea since music is such a broad topic, but if I had to choose something off the top of my mind, it would probably be... You know, I was planning on playing something there, but I realized the first thing that came to my head is a song that will probably get this video claimed, and I'm not trying to get claimed right now, so... Through the Fire and the Flames by Dragon Force, because, yeah, I like metal. Gitso asks a reasonably sized amount of questions, including the likes of, has there ever been an idea that you wanted to use but couldn't for whatever reason? What have you made that you are most proud of? Not necessarily what you think is the best, just what you feel like is the most impressive. Favorite green monster? And how the hell do you do vocals? I swear my voice sounds like a cheese grater whenever I try to do them. Obviously, as a content creator, there's been tons of things I've wanted to do. A pretty recent example was that I wanted to do a remaster of Tricky Theater for its 1-year anniversary, but I didn't want to go around and do that because I hate working on that song. As good as it is, I just can't handle working on it. Another thing I wanted to do was redo my Fadsters for like the 3rd time, where I would use really interesting, newer characters and try to get more creative with it. But obviously Lmao's been dead for months now, and really theme classes as a whole have been really dead, which I honestly really like. I think the community has gone way more mellow ever since Meme Island and Cartoon Island and even Horror Island stopped being worked on. Honestly, I think I'm most proud of a lot of the most recent content I've made. Being able to push out Nebulake Netherworld in a couple months, and even some of the longer term videos like the Smash Your Pass. Just even wanting to edit like longer videos has been huge for me. I think I've really enjoyed making longer videos. And that's not necessarily something I could say a year ago. I wouldn't even indicate my islands. I just think Yeah, I'm very proud of what I've made lately because I've put effort into the editing, unlike I used to, you know? I don't really know who my favorite green monster is, but if I had to just name one off the top of my head, it would be Christian Bush. The trick is that you have to put a lot of goofy filters over the vocals in order to make it sound unique or interesting. Obviously, there's probably at least a little natural talent in there that needs to be there, but yeah. Albert Mation asks, what's your favorite fan-made monster? Well, I explained earlier that I don't really like saying, or choosing rather, a favorite fan-made monster because there's so many of them being made and have been made. So I don't really have a specific favorite, but if I had to choose any at all, I have like an entire playlist, best individual sounds, and that's about how I rate monsters in general, mostly off how they impact the song and how good their sound is. Of course, designs do play a role, but I care more about actual sound design than the design, if that makes sense. Cookie asks, why is? Pretty good question. Why is because it is. And it is because it is. So that means that why is because it is what it is. And it is it. And it is why. And why is. And yeah, this joke isn't that funny. Bismaguy asks, can you stop writing Castle Base on my comment? Long story short, no. Bismaguy also asks, what's your favorite between Typically or Jake? To make me have to choose is a crime, but Jake. Flystab asks, opinion on Sans Undertale. This is clearly a joke question, but I'm going to answer it seriously anyway because I can. This is my Q&A. I do really like Sans as a character. Probably specifically because he's a fat, lazy idiot who likes making jokes and being an asshole to people, which I can heavily relate to. I don't like what the community did to him, that's for sure. But yeah, pretty cool character. View Dai Kook, sorry if I butchered that, asks, who is the best Mario brother? If we're only counting the base 2, then Luigi, but under any other circumstance, it's Wario all the way. That's just how it be. Mr. Elemento asks me to prepare for a wall of completely random questions, which I'm more than ready to answer. Favorite fan-made song that isn't from Jake or Typically? Probably either Chubb's Island or Tundratopolis, but I'm leaning more towards Tundratopolis because it's Tundratopolis. Favorite and least favorite official Fire Quad. My favorite is either Sneezer or Flumox, and my least favorite is probably Pong Ping. If you could be on any official island, which one? I'd say either Light or Cloud, because they just look like nice places to live. Favorite prismatic set? No. Is the Drowsiness Insanity Emotionethereal gonna be a FNAF reference? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if I'm doing an Emotionethereal based island, but if I do, I'll keep this in mind. Favorite hobby aside from MSM stuff, which I'm assuming is like composing and music in general, which is what I do on this channel. I want to get into fitness next year since I'm not necessarily the most in shape person, and also I really like cooking, so there's that. Favorite shade of purple? Probably this one. Favorite plant from PVZ1? Probably cattail. Is Bob? Yeah. Apodi asks, who is your favorite Breaking Bad character? I have yet to watch Breaking Bad, so I don't really have much of an opinion on this, so sorry. These are the last 3 questions before the Q&A closed, and they're all by Quartzside, so let's see what we got here. What's the best Typically island, in your opinion? Definitely Frigid Fractal. What's the best monster design I've made? I don't know why, but I'm really proud of Performa. June 26, 2022? Oh, wait, that was the day I killed a man. And I threw his rotting corpse into a trash can off a pizza place in New York City, right?